Hypothalamus. Hypothalamus is the basal part of the forebrain. So our brain is divided into three regions. They divided into forebrain, midbrain and hindbrain. Now forebrain consists of three parts like cerebrum that forms a seat of intelligence, then the thalamus area and the hypothalamus. This is the hypothalamus and this is the thalamus. So hypothalamus forms part of forebrain. The other regions of the brain are midbrain and hindbrain. Hindbrain consists of three parts: pons, cerebellum for maintaining the posture and balance of body, then medulla that controls the respiration, heartbeat, like that, involuntary activities. So hypothalamus forms part of the forebrain. Hypothalamus secretes hormones that can be of two types. They can be releasing type or they can be inhibiting type. So from the hypothalamus comes the pituitary gland. So if they are releasing hormones will make or they will stimulate pituitary glands to release their hormones. For example, gonadotropin releasing hormone is one such releasing hormone by the hypothalamus. In short, you can write it as like this: gonadotropin releasing hormones. From the hypothalamus, it causes the pituitary gland to release gonadotropins. So it will stimulate the pituitary to release hormones called gonadotropins, like follicle stimulating hormone, luteinizing hormone, like that. Some of the hormones secreted by the neurons of hypothalamus are inhibiting. For example, somatostatin is a hormone released by the hypothalamus. They will inhibit the pituitary from releasing its growth hormone. Pituitary will be inhibited to release, or it will stop the pituitary gland from releasing growth hormone. So hypothalamus secretes the hormones through the neurons, and these hormones can be releasing type or they can be inhibiting type. Like this is the hypothalamus. And this is the pituitary gland. There are neurons from the hypothalamus that releases their secretion towards the pituitary glands. Now pituitary glands are of two parts. There is the anterior pituitary, which is also called as adenohypophysis, and there is a posterior pituitary which is called as neurohypophysis. Now there is a way how the neurons release the hormones. If it is towards adenohypophysis, directly the hormones are not released into the adenohypophysis. They are released through the blood vessels. There is a portal blood circulation present here, and it is through this blood that the hormones are released into the adenohypophysis. So there is a portal circulatory system. So neurons release the hormones towards the portal circulatory system. From there, anterior pituitary or the adenohypophysis will receive the hormones. Whereas in case of neurohypophysis, the neurons have direct connection towards the posterior pituitary or the neurohypophysis. So posterior pituitary will directly receive the hormones from the hypothalamus.